ago. But this master tour has not only been great for the big band trips, but it's been helpful for band camp. Because you see, what helps band camp work is institutional memory. And that's something we don't have. We don't have institutional memory anymore because the institution shut down for 18 months. And so for us learning band camp, a lot of things were just habitual. Where is EVK? Well, even the seniors don't know because they didn't eat there either. They just, nobody knows because they hadn't done it. And so we were able to implement and beta test this master tour application using band camp. And again, in servicing the students and looking at them and their needs, we really realized that information and being ahead of the curve was really important to them. They are used to succeeding and success maybe being a little bit easy for them in high school and being challenged academically, but they didn't want to be challenged, where am I supposed to be when? Or where do I get my music? Or how do I do these marching maneuvers, right? They like the challenge of it in the mind, but in terms of logistics, that is not something that they were really prepared to deal with, unfortunately. And so all of these applications and the implementation of all of this has been a really powerful way for us to give the students this agency, give them the ability to succeed and enjoy their time at the band without the mundane challenges of logistics and all of that. So we're really thrilled that we were able to implement this software, this technology, and it is what we're doing. And we're really proud of the product that we're putting out there for our students and really offering them a unique student experience here at the University of Southern California. So thank you, and fight on. Should we do some questions? Are there any questions? Yes, here in the back.
Okay. Since the networks don't want to ever put on the best part of a football game, how can we watch the halftime shows if we're not at the game?
So typically what we do, the students who have the parents of students currently in the band, we do send them a high cam shot of the halftime show after the show. We disseminate that out to them. And then if there's elements of the show that are particularly strong or that we really like, our PR manager, Brett Paddleford, will put them on our YouTube page. So if you just watch out at USCTMB, am I right, Brett, on YouTube? Yep, for YouTube. You go there and then you can see all of our shows. We can't live stream because the internet in there is just a hot mess in the Coliseum. But if you find us on YouTube, you'll be able to see the halftime show performances and segments. Yes, over here in the glasses.
Oh, thank you. What is a key leadership motto or quality that you have to always be mindful of when you are leading such a big group of people?
For me, it's patience. It's patience and it's understanding. It's knowing that it's a double-edged sword. Thank you, Hokobo, for bringing your sword, right? But it's understanding that with the students in this band, I'm offering them an outlet to express themselves, musically, emotionally, physically, whatever it is. And with that, that means sometimes they're going to be out of line, or sometimes they're going to be more excited, or sometimes rehearsal's not going to be as efficient as I necessarily want it to be. But what I really have to do is take my time and really be thoughtful before I communicate with the students, like, okay, I've given them this space and I've given them this arena. I need to allow it to grow and I need to find the boundaries instead of just imposing harsh ones right away because I'm behind on my planning. And so it's making sure that everything that I do ahead of time, that I know exactly what I'm going to do, that I have a solid plan, that I have it timed out to the minute, so that I have the ability to be patient with the students that are there. And understanding that really I was in college, surprise, surprise, I was a student at one point in time, and knowing that when you're 20 years old, sometimes class comes into the practice room, or in our case, it comes onto the field, and knowing that, yes, maybe somebody's significant other broke up with them, or they got in a fight with their mom on the phone all the way to rehearsal, and knowing that just because they're having a tough time at rehearsal doesn't mean they're upset at the rehearsal, or they don't like the music, or whatever. It could be anything. And so patience is my calling card. I try to be as patient as I can. I don't always succeed, but I try. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been listening to the band since Dr. Barker came. How are you going to put your stamp on it? What am I going to hear that's different? So I know you're, not that I didn't enjoy Dr. Barker's, but you want to put your stamp on it. Am I going to hear anything different?
So we do play different music. So I've been arranging for a long time. I've been writing for the band since 2009. So a lot of the music I bring in is stuff that I integrate. If you want a direct answer, you're going to hear a lot more bass drum. because I like it when the bass drums really hit it hard, and Dr. Barner used to yell at the bass drums all the time for playing too hard. But really, I think it's going to come back. What's going to be fascinating to me, it feels like this way to me, and maybe I'm misrepresenting my own path or my own thoughts here. But when Dr. Bartner got here, a lot of the band traditions that we do came from the students. So the fact that the trombones play the Bridge of Conquest without the trumpets, that was Ken Dye, now director at Notre Dame. He was a member of the band when he built that. The horns playing horn calls was Rick Todd. Is that right? Yep, that was Rick Todd, again, a member of the band, saying, hey, what if we just play the horn calls over the top of the ending and maybe it'll be cool. And so a lot of those musical stamps came from the student perspective, bringing it in, right? The third down thing that we play, if you've noticed when we're on defense, third down we play like a hip-hop remix, a tribute to Troy. Again, that was the students saying, can we do something a little bit different? Athletics saying, can we do something a little bit different? And this year we made a slight change to it because my wife was like, can you try this instead? And so just bringing all of that into it. But it comes down to bringing that student perspective back in and having them really pick the music and what it is that we're doing. That's probably going to be the biggest thing that you'll notice. How about this side of the room? In the back? Yes, ma'am.
To join the band?
That's absolutely true. You do not have to know how to play an instrument to join the band. We had about 20 students this year sign up with the band without any previous, well, the experience is all over the place. Some students, maybe they took piano in their youth, maybe they played violin. We do have some students who, maybe they played saxophone in high school and they want to learn trumpet or they want to learn trombone when they come to college. We have some students like that. But yeah, we will take everyone and anyone to join the band. That's the beautiful part about this organization, is that it is open to all USC students. And so if you're here at USC, we have graduate students. We have a young man in the clarinet section who marched 4 years in the Notre Dame Fighting Irish Marching Band. I know, boo, hiss. But he's doing great, and he's really enjoying it, and he's having a great time. And he did say that he likes our band better. So he gets to stay. He gets to stay.
Thank you so much, Jake.
Yeah. Oh, the hook. Bonnie's brought out the hook. Here we go.
How great was he? Amazing, right? So good. Jake, thank you for all you do. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming here today and being a part of our celebration. Thank you.
Hold the mic for a second.
Thank you so much, Jake. Okay, so tomorrow